Lash Wrestling Views, guys, back with another video. So WWE NXT review here real quick. They did the Hulk Hogan tribute once again on the third brand, which is NXT. I watch NXT, so this is for all NXT watchers. So I was about to say Jada Parker actually went one-on-one with Jasmine Nix of Fatal Influence. So now it looks like Jasmine Nix is about to get put out this group, you guys. They tried to make her look a little bit dominant, but at the same time, Jada came back up and hit the move that she always hit, and then high step, and pretty much beat Jasmine Nix. And then you can see Fallon Henley and the TNA Knockouts champion, NXT Women's champion, Jacy Jayne, get into the face, of her, like, how can you lose against Jada, blah, 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 and all that stuff. But, of course, this wasn't the only time. They also did it backstage, and they want her to prove that she's a baddie, and, of course, she didn't beat Jada Parker. So, maybe she'll be kicked out here in a couple weeks, or maybe she will cost Jacy Jayne a match. This was just real stupid right here, you guys, with the student guys of, of what's his face. I really didn't care about that segment at all. They wanted a tag title match. Of course, you can see Tavion Heights finally beat Charlie Dempsey and got himself out of the group with the No Quarter Catch crew. Tavion Heights, he is ready. Hopefully he's ready. Hopefully he's ready how Miles Bourne was ready. But we'll definitely see what's going to happen there. And also, you guys, when they came out together, you can already tell and feel that Tavion Heights was actually going to win this match. And I was like, okay, cool, Tavion finna win. And then for a split second there, the way how the match went down kind of made me think, like, nah, he wasn't going to win. But I'm glad he actually won. Pretty cool moment of the night. Now, we did get Mariah May, Blake Monroe, whatever y'all want to call her, was body shaming Jordan Grace, because her and Jordan Grace is about to have a big feud with each other. And they were showing like different photos of her being like real big and everything, and I was like, they was like, you want to have a champion that looks like this? And it was just crazy, y'all. Anyways, then we end up getting where Lola Vice, Jada Parker, and Kalani came out, actually, which was real funny, to Jordan Grace theme song. And then that's where we ended up. Kalani was like, oh, my bad. And I guess they meant to play her song and not Jordan Grace's song. So I think that was a call by the music guy, music people back there in the back. Jada Parker was getting hugged up on by Blake Monroe, Mariah May, whatever you guys want to call her. It was actually funny. But Jada Parker pushed off and like, oh, whoa, hold now. And then so we ended up seeing the culling group. And Tatum Paxley was happy that she pinned a champion, which is the current women's NXT North American champion. And then you can see Crucifino, it looks like he's about to break somebody out of that group. I think it's gonna be Izzy Dane, but we'll see, because he don't have his family anymore. We also did see where Fallon Henley beat Lash Legend in her match, and only because of Nia Jax actually appeared up on NXT. And I think this was the receipt to go back to where Nia Jax was eliminated from the Women's Battle Royal by Lash Legend. So she was like, yep, I'm getting my receipt and I'm gonna cost you your match. But yeah, I think that was the right way to actually do it. So pretty cool to see Nia Jax on NXT, and I know she's definitely going to do some dominating things over there, and I know WWE pay these wrestlers extra. This was my favorite match of the night, you guys. We had Wes Lee versus Javon Evans for the NXT. Well, no, it wasn't for a title. It was just a one-on-one match, but the match was actually incredible, you guys. Make sure y'all check out that match. If y'all can't find it, look down in the link below with Javon Evans versus Wesley. I'll put it down below in the description, so you can click on that link and check it out. Of course, you can see like how high Javon Evans can jump. He jumped on the team, pretty much called High Rise, and yeah, he was definitely looking dominant. We seen Wesley, hit Javon Evans with like a brain buster. Javon Evans was like kicking out. Wesley was like kicking out. Like, I'm telling you, these two guys can definitely go. Wesley, he may not be, how he was before, but he is definitely that guy. And also, we seen Javon Evans actually had, the little jumping cutter thing he does when he jumps back, and actually caught Wesley and won. And then looks like we're going to have another match where we may get Obafemi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans, possibly for both titles at Heatwave. We'll see you guys. Next week on NXT, we have Blake Monroe, a.k.a. Mariah May, versus Kalani Jordan, which is the the girlfriend of Carmelo Hayes, if you already know him. Now, we did see Miles Bourne was talking to Vic Joseph in like a little meeting kind of like area, and he wanted to get a match against Lexis King. So it looks like they're making it official, you guys. Lexis King versus the clone Randy Orton, which is Miles Bourne. So definitely pretty happy to see that as well. We did get Ethan Page versus Santino, which he's the director of TNA. Went one-on-one for the NXT North American Championship, and he actually beat Santino. The match was okay, but it wasn't as good as Javon Evans and Wesley. But match of the night on that one. Santino, he still pulled out the little Cobra. He hasn't wrestled on WWE TV. I think it was either 2012 or 2014. You guys can comment down below, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's been a long time since we've seen Santino wrestle, and I was actually glad about this. We also did get, after the match, well, he was actually, like 3 matches we had, his face just kept appearing up. And we remember when, I think it was on NXT last week, we ended up seeing him. Well, not NXT. He was on TNA, and it looks like he passed the torch over to Mike Santana. So, Joe Hendry, could he become full time? You can see the Don Tony D'Angelo. He was definitely there, and some person ended up walking up. I can't tell who this is, you guys, but could it be that group? From, I think, The Righteous, I think that's their name. Could it be them? So it's very interesting to actually see this, you guys, of what's going to happen. Like, comment, subscribe to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Next, you guys, I got my WWE SummerSlam predictions coming up, so make sure you check that out as well. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.